up, YouTube? My name is Carly Fries, and today, since it's the beginning of January, I figured it was the perfect time to put out a video about my favorite beauty products of 2016. Now, 2016 may have been not so great year in general, but it was a fairly decent year for beauty products, so I'm pretty excited to dive right into my favorite products for everything beauty related of 2016. First, I want to talk about skincare products, and I'm going to get into makeup and tools. First, I want to talk about one of my favorite skincare brands, Tatcha, and the specific product that I want to talk about is Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. Now, the literal description for this product is that it melts away makeup, and there's no better way that I could describe what this product does. I do like 1 or 2 drops into my palm on a dry face that's full of makeup. Then you rub your palms together and then you rub it all over your face, and it just completely gets rid of your makeup. I barely even use makeup removers unless I have a lot of heavy eye makeup. You just wet your face and the makeup literally just drips off. And then I guess you can follow up with a cleanser and whatever other products you want to use, but a lot of the time I just use this as like a 2-in-1 makeup remover and cleanser because it's just that good. If I'm feeling like I want a little bit more cleanliness, then I go in with the Philosophy Purity Made Simple cleanser. And I've gone through about maybe half this bottle, but I do use it to clean some of my makeup brushes as well, so that's probably why there's only that much left. Next is a deluxe sample size of an exfoliating cleanser. It's from Be Fine Food Skincare, and it's the exfoliating cleanser with brown sugar, sweet almond, and oats. My favorite face mask from Lush is the Otifix face mask, which looks like this, so I've used a little less than half of it. But yeah, basically it smells like bananas and oatmeal. I believe I bought this on Black Friday, so it should be in my Black Friday haul video that I did earlier on in December. So yeah, this is definitely a product that I've repurchased again and again. And my other Lush product that I will continue to buy until it is no longer available for purchase at Lush is the Rub 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 exfoliating body scrub, and it is very, very, very blue. And the smell of this is exactly why this is my favorite Lush product of all time. It just reminds me of like cleanliness. Like when I smell this, I kind of think of like fresh clothes or, you know, a newly cleaned house. I don't know, I'm weird. And then finally, the other skincare products that I've been enjoying recently is kind of my nighttime skincare routine. I've only been doing it the last few months, I'd say. I just recently purchased a Tatcha skincare set, which I'm going to be kind of including in my new and improved nighttime skincare routine, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be using these products. But basically what I do is I go in with Philosophy's Renewed Hope in a Jar formula. So it's just a little pot. I've actually almost hit pan on this one, but anyway, I just kind of put this product all over my face, let that sink in, and then I go in with Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm, which I believe I got in an Ipsy bag, but I'm not sure. And I just put this right underneath my eyes, let that sink in, and then finally on top of all that, I go in with Sunday Riley's Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream, which is this really pretty kind of liquidy cream in like a light blue color. Now I'm gonna go into my favorite makeup products of the year, and there are quite a few of them, so bear with me, but I'm really excited to share with you the kinds of products that I've been loving, because a lot of them are actually new this year that I didn't have as part of my normal makeup routine prior to 2016. So I actually think that this year was a very successful year in terms of beauty for me. So yeah. So I don't always use a primer when I'm applying my makeup because I do moisturize, so sometimes I believe a moisturizer is sufficient, but that is because my skin type is normal to dry. I don't really believe that it's dry enough that I need more than that, but when I do feel like I want a little bit more of a coverage, a base, then I have quite a few primers that I use in a rotation, but right now I'd have to say my favorite is probably the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Redness Correcting Primer. My favorite drugstore foundation of the year is the Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation in the Hydrating and Smoothing version. I believe there are multiple kinds of this foundation, and I'm in the shade 115 Ivory. The coverage for this foundation isn't like amazing, but I mean for a drugstore brand $10 foundation, it does all it needs to really do to like give a little bit of life and color to my pasty ass face. And then my other favorite foundation of the year is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the shade Nude, I believe. Yeah. And this is a very, very high coverage foundation. Sometimes it makes me look a little orange, but I don't know how many shades lighter I can even go in this foundation. I found this one very recently. Black Friday too? I don't know. But I had tried a sample size of this prior, and for the last 2 months I have been using this one, and it's at the tippy top of my favorite high-end foundations ever. This year I had also been playing around with several eye concealers because I just could not find one that worked well enough to conceal my dark circles because I'm a night owl. I stay up super late, so you can tell I'm very, very tired. Maybe not now because I have makeup on. So I'm always searching for the best under eye concealer that will literally cover everything, and I think I've come the closest that I have ever this year with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. Now, it's not the easiest to get on because it's very, very, very thick. So how I apply this is with a flat little brush, and I just, put it on here, and then I like make a triangle and kind of pat it out, but it's very, very thick and very, very sticky. So I've really got to, dab and not like swipe, because or else it's not gonna work. Like I said, it's not the most convenient product to use, but in my experience it has been the most effective if you're like me and you're a vampire and you've got huge ass dark circles under your eyes and you need to hide that shit. And then after you want to set your concealer, I would suggest that you go in with the Winky Lux Diamond Powder. And this is a very, very, very small product. As you can see, compared to my hand, it's like a tiny little square. I also got this in an Ipsy subscription box. I don't remember which month that was, but basically it's just a powder, and as you can also see, I have already hit pan because I use it every single day to set my under eye areas, and I'm definitely going to figure out where I can repurchase this because I've never had as good of an experience with a setting powder, not even an entire all over face powder. This is the most effective setting powder I've ever used. So it's really good here if you use a little bit of product. Don't like, jam your brush in there and like pack it on, or else your makeup will look cakey. I usually use loose powder products to set my entire face, but after finding the Bobbi Brown Nude Finish Illuminating Powder, that completely changed, because not only is this product very, very, very pretty to look at. As you can see, it's 6 little squares and they're all different colors and they're all shimmery. So you would think that when you put it on your face, it's just going to be a glittering mess, but it actually isn't. If you use a large face brush and just kind of like, get every single color once you blend that in, it just gives you a really, really nice sheer finish to your makeup. It's easier to work with than loose powder because that shit gets everywhere and you use a little too much of it than you really need to. But this, because it's like a packed powder, you're not gonna waste any of it, and it's, you know, not gonna be a mess for you to clean up. So my favorite bronzer this year has probably been my favorite bronzer for the last few years, and that is the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced Cosmetics. I have a few of these. I think I've got maybe 3 or 4 different shades, but the Milk Chocolate Soleil is definitely the best for my skin tone, because if I use anything darker, it's gonna be a little bit too drastic, and if I use anything lighter, their light ones tend to have a little bit more of a shimmer in them. I'm just not about shimmery bronzers. Before I sat down to film this video, I was on the hunt for a blush product to talk about, and oddly, I could not come up with one blush that stood out to me this year, and I think that's probably because for most of this year I was using this Morphe palette of blushes, and I really can't decide which one is my favorite, so I'm just going to show you the palette itself. I also really enjoyed the Becca Cosmetics blush in the shade Flower Child, which I got in here. It's a split with the Champagne Pop highlight color, which is my favorite highlight of the year. That's not true, it's my second favorite highlighter of the year, which also happens to be from Becca Cosmetics. But yeah, this blush was also one of my favorites. Like I said, my favorite highlighter of the year also came from Becca Cosmetics, and it's also in one of these little cases, and it's in the shade Rose Quartz. So it's more of a pink highlighter, whereas Champagne Pop is more of a champagne color. So my favorite eyeshadow primer of the year, no surprise there, it's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I have 3 favorite mascara products this year, starting with the Opening Act Lash Primer from Tarte, and it's just this white bottle, and it's a white one because you start out by priming your lashes and then you go in with your mascara, and I don't know if it helps, but personally I think my eyelashes look better with it on. I don't know if it's like a mental thing where I just think it does, but I don't put mascara on anymore without putting that on first, so try it out for yourself and decide. My favorite mascara of the year is a tie between the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, which is good if you want a mascara that has a more curved wand, because it's going to give you a bit more curl. If you're like me and your eyelashes are literally just like they literally don't curl even like a little bit, they're just like straight. So I use this to curl them a bit more, and then I've recently discovered the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara a little later than a lot of other people, and I don't know why I didn't use it before. But to me, what I like about this mascara is that it doesn't make my eyelashes clump together, it actually separates them. So after going in with my other mascaras, if my eyelashes are looking a little all willy-nilly, then I go in with this, and it just kind of makes them all look separate and uniform. Favorite eyeliner of the year, pretty much the only eyeliner that I use, is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in the color Trooper, which is blackest black possible, and it is a liquid eyeliner if you've never used this product before, and it's the perfect liner to create the kind of, winged liner that I prefer. Or if you're just, starting out and you just want to make a plain old line. I mean, to me, liquid liners are the easiest to work with because you literally just have to go done. I have 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes from this year, and the first is the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay, and I don't actually have the Naked 1 or the Naked 2. I got into the Naked game very late. That sounds weird. But this one I splurged on. Oh, my brush fell a while ago because of the colors that are in there. It's basically exactly the kinds of shades that I wear. Recently though, I did pick up a drugstore palette that shocked me so much that it had me shook, and I have to talk about it because it's the CoverGirl True Naked palette in Roses. I believe the Roses is the shade of the palette. And this is the best drugstore palette I've literally ever seen in my life. It's so pretty, like the colors in here are all perfect, but not only that, they're so pigmented, they blend easily, it's literally perfect. I paid $12 for this. This product alone proves that high-end doesn't necessarily mean better. Favorite eyebrow product of the year hasn't changed in I don't know how long. Basically, to do my eyebrows, which without makeup on are pretty much non-existent, I go in with whatever pencil I have. I've got a million of them. The pencil honestly doesn't even matter to me, like they're all the same. But it's the Too Faced Brow Envy palette that gives me the look that I want, because I just go in with the lightest shade blonde down there, which you can see I've already hit pan, and then just for the very tips I go in with the darker shade brunette. I bought so many lipsticks this year. I was looking for one to talk about. I was just like there's just too many. The MAC lipstick in Rebel, which I'm actually wearing right now, as well as not a lipstick but a lip gloss, because a lot of times when I'm just kind of going to work or going to the drugstore or something, I'm just gonna put something on my lips anyway, but not like that, like really like in your face. So the Benefit Posy Balm has been one of my favorite just kind of nude lip products. As for my favorite tools and brushes of the year, obviously the Beauty Blender is going to be in there because look how dirty this thing is. I obviously use it every day. Though I don't use it for my foundation anymore because I recently bought a Morphe brush that I've been using and it works a lot better than the Beauty Blender. Sorry, Beauty Blender, but like you've been replaced. Although I still do use it to set my under eye concealer. I recently bought into the Morphe craze because I just was kind of looking around for some new brushes, and I bought a giant order of brushes, but this one is my absolute favorite brush that I own in the world, and it's the Morphe E1, and it just looks like this. It's the biggest brush and heaviest brush I've ever seen, let alone owned, and what I use this for is to set the powder on my entire face, because like I said, you literally just it's just so big, and then I barely have to move the brush to set my face. Finally, I bought this collection of brushes from Sephora, and it's the Mara Hoffman collection. She worked with Sephora to create these brushes along with a couple other products, I believe, and basically it's just a couple of eye brushes and a powder brush and cheek brush, and the packaging itself is very, very beautiful, but I do reach for these brushes literally all the time. And wow, I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed, getting a little glimpse at the beauty products that I've been loving this year. Please like this video and comment down below what you thought of the products, what your favorite products were, because it's 2017 and I'm, looking to try some new products. So help me out with that. And as always, please subscribe to my channel if you want more beauty videos, book videos. I do a little bit of everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!